Hey there everybody, Grimmy here with a video review for Transformers Prime ARMS Micron Swerve. Now Swerve is a repaint of Breakdown, or War Breakdown if you want to call him that. And you know, it's a pretty nice one. He comes in the standard Voyager window box. And as you can see, you got a clear view of Swerve himself, listing him as an Autobot. Got a CGI of his vehicle mode, and an image of his Micron. On the side, you got an image of the Micron, how it transforms, and how Swerve can use it. The other side shows Swerve transforming into vehicle mode, along with its technical data. And on the back, you got a nice view of Swerve holding a bunch of Microns, how his Micron relates to his vehicle mode, and an image of Swerve, his Micron, and a decal sheet within. So let's get this guy opened up and see what we got. Okay, now for a quick peek at Swerve right out of the box, undecaled. You can see that he's pretty basic. No major paint apps just yet. Only a couple, like on the clear bits, on the feet, which is unusual, but yeah. You know, nothing out of the ordinary. And you got his Micron, whose name I don't know. Sorry guys. But yeah, he's on the sprue, unassembled. And then you got his decal sheet, which actually has dark energon bits on it. Isn't that something? It's going to be interesting to see this guy all decaled up. Speaking of, let's get that done and see what we got. Okay, taking a look at Swerve's Micron. I don't know. S-O-U. But yeah. It's a nice little Micron. Very simple. Decent amount of articulation. The legs are on the same joint, so they can't move individually, but they do move side to side at the knee. And he transforms. Into a buzzsaw, and it's a nice one. Has a nice spinny chromy blade thanks to the decals, but you know, I've never seen Swerve on the show, so he hasn't made an appearance, but I don't know about this buzzsaw weapon. It looks like it's meant for someone else. And that someone else would happen to be Decepticon Knockout. Now on the Transformers Prime series, one of Knockout's weapons is a buzzsaw. So, and given with this red color, it's a perfect fit. So if you don't like having the buzzsaw weapon with Swerve, give him the Knockout. It'd be a perfect match. But yeah, I do like the Micron. I've been a big fan of these Microns since they've been coming out. But anyway, let's get down to Swerve and see how he goes. Now that we got Swerve opened up, decaled, and in his vehicle mode, it's easy to see that he's a repaint of Breakdown. It's not a whole lot to it. He's a red truck, red armored truck. Looks nice. And nothing really wrong with him or anything. It's just that there's nothing really I could say about it that I didn't say about Breakdown. All the details are looking nice, although he has less decals than Breakdown did. To show you what I mean, let's bring in Breakdown. And let's zoom in a little bit. But already you can see from the front, Swerve is showing less signs of decals than Breakdown is. Those little headlights on the bumper are missing. And you can see he does have the Autobot symbol, while the Breakdown has the Decepticon. But those side bits are not there. And what's really most notably missing is the back bumper. And now, as much as everybody seems to hate that decal, it is no... basically, it's not as eye-catching without the chrome details. And fortunately, I gotta kind of knock this down because he just doesn't have all the details that Breakdown has. I mean, yeah, they could be different, but I would appreciate having the bumper more visible. But otherwise, it's still a pretty good vehicle mode. Nice truck. And you can attach his Micron just about anywhere. Although, given the size of the Micron, it might not look all too great. But anyway. Let's get this guy transformed and see what we got for robot mode. Okay, now that we got Swerve in robot mode, you know, again, it's basically just a repaint of Breakdown. He does look pretty good though. The colors on him go very well. Very reminiscent of the G1 toy, which was, I think, a repaint of Gears. I'm not entirely certain, but still, it's very well done. He does have a new head sculpt, which has actually translucent bits over his eyes, so it looks like he's wearing shades, which is pretty nice. Other than that, the head sculpt's pretty good. You know, I think it's probably the most distinguishing feature about this version of the mold. Again, he doesn't have quite as many decals as Breakdown does, lacking some at the kneecaps and nothing at the toes. But it's not as big of a deal in robot mode. Yeah, give him a nice little turnaround. It's nothing we haven't seen before with Breakdown, really. But speaking of, let's get a comparison shot of these two. Yeah, and, you know, they look pretty good together. A nice pair of bruisers. And, of course, you can give Swerve, sorry, I don't mean to say Swarm, I don't know where that came from. But anyway, you can give Swerve his Micron, and it just plugs right into his hand. It's supposed to plug right into his hand. It's a little tight, though. But, you know, it fits in very nicely. And actually looks like his... Where was I? Oh yeah, it actually does look like his arm transformed into the weapon. And you don't have to use the whole flip the arm gimmick to make this work. Which is pretty good. I still think the Micron looks better on Knockout. But that's just my personal opinion. But, you know, it's still a very nice little figure. I would say that it's probably more passable than Breakdown is, but yeah, if you want to get another Autobot that isn't going to see US release as of this time, you know, never know what's in the future, but currently it's not expecting a US release, so if you want this guy, you gotta import him. And yeah, he's a very good addition to a Prime shelf, so I do recommend him. But you know, it's more for completionists or guys who want more Autobots. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the review, and I'll catch you guys later. Take care.